Happy Sunday afternoon. As the subject said, this is about our Tuesday meeting. JD, myself, and Carol have for some time now been talking about property management. Uh, by not having that service to offer, sooner or later, all of you are going to lose some business because of that. I've had it happen to me several times in the past 24 years, so it's not a new problem. But it's one that I've really never looked into trying to solve simply because it's not a high dollar lifestyle. Also, it's a little bit more complicated than you might imagine. We're going to start providing property management services to our clientele, and you can participate or not, strictly up to you. If you'd like to participate with us on this and refer uh, clients to us for managing their properties, then there will be some money coming your way. I'll explain that to you on Tuesday. And the important thing is to not lose your client to future business, which happens often in this kind of situation. I'll also explain that to you on Tuesday. And I think you'd be pretty happy about it. Certainly hope you are. We're working real hard to try to do this better than anybody else does it. An interesting fact in looking into this, I was, as normally, very curious about what our competition's doing and how we might do something better. I really was pretty surprised to find out that most of the property managers don't seem to do very much as far as managing property. And I'm sure if you haven't heard it before, you will in the very near future as you acquire clientele of business. But somebody's unhappy with their property manager and they may bring up the subject to you, like, do you know a property manager you might recommend, or do you do property management or something of that nature? Uh, what is happening there is if they have a property manager that they have been using, they're unhappy with it because they don't feel like they're getting the service that they were expecting. Sometimes they expect too much, I'll guarantee you that, but notwithstanding that, you may run across a client that has a newly acquired property or wants to start investing in real estate for retirement reasons or whatever. And that usually involves, even if they think it's that easy, which most of them do to begin with, they sooner or later find out this ain't working so good, so they look for professional help, and we want to be able to provide them with that professional help. Uh, and like I said, looking at our competition, it's not that strong. There are a couple that are doing a pretty good job, but not very many. And I think we're going to be able to best them. Overall, my opinion of this is a lot of these property managers have been doing this for quite some time. And I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it, probably is the attitude among most of them because they're really not adopting present day technology and some really neat stuff that's available that I didn't realize was as far as tenant screening and such as that. I think most landlords want to get a credit report or a credit score or whatever and make a decision with that in hand. Boy, that's not nearly enough. And it's not nearly as much as you can get in today's world. So, anyway, I'll go into that with you on Tuesday and explain it to you. And I think you will find this very informative. Uh, Another thing that I would suggest to you, time allowing, I'll add a little something extra on here that I think you're really going to find pretty exceptional. Give me an example. If I ask you what would be the most hesitant listing appointment that you would be called on to go, and you'd probably pick out something like a $4 or $5 million listing on the water, knowing that you were going to be competing with other agents who are far more experienced at that type of property than you are. You'd probably be a little nervous about that, and rightfully so. I'm going to show you how to put yourself in the first position and get that listing almost every time. I will show you how to do a couple of things that you've never heard of, probably, and that you're not doing at the present time, nor have you heard of anybody else doing it. Uh, if you don't believe it, tune in Tuesday and I'll show you. and I think I can change your mind about that. It's pretty unique stuff. You can use this on any type of property or listing that you're going on. It does require a little work and a little something more than putting on a nice perfume and getting your hair fixed or combed or cut or whatever you do, and wearing some nice clothes and going in there looking just like a salesman, which, in my opinion, is about the last thing you want to do. Anyway, we'll touch on all of that and see if I can't get something in front of you that might be very, very helpful to you in the future. If you'd like to know more about that, I'll see you on Tuesday and look forward to it. Thank you.